Only 1% of people can find a Snoop Santa in all 3 of these images. Starting off easy, you've only got a few seconds, but you probably don't need it. I'm sure you've already found it. Moving on to medium, I'm going to give you a little bit more time as things are getting a bit harder now. But I'll give you a few more seconds and hopefully you've managed to find it. But things are getting seriously tricky. This is the hardest one, and I'm going to give you a full 10 seconds. Pay close attention and scan over the whole image. If you do manage to find him, let me know by double tapping on Santa Snoop's face. Did you get it? It's finally here. When the clock hits 0, Fortnite will be releasing their biggest collab skins ever that you cannot miss. Even though Fortnite's already collabed with Dragon Ball, Marvel, Avatar, and so many more, this collab could be one of the best. It's connected to a brand owned by Disney that's never been in the game before, but is one that I love. Before the item shop update, support me by spending a second putting code ALIA in the item shop. And to reveal this incredible collab, just double tap the screen as the timer is about to hit 0 in 3, 2, 1. The Incredibles are here! Nick A30 and I teamed up to find out who the real king is, and whoever wins gets to tweet anything from the other person's account. We jumped straight in with 5 challenges to complete, and the first one was to only use guns that matched our skins, as I was stuck with blue only and Nick epic only, as we had 4 other challenges to do throughout the game, like only using Nick's wrapped cars to get around the map, which made things a lot harder than it sounds. We also needed to get a pickaxe elimination, which wasn't too bad in the end, as we reached 25 players remaining. We focused on our final few challenges and came across a really strong duo who took me down, but Nick quickly rebooted me and a challenge was back on, as we managed to find a tow hook to complete another, this time by performing Nick's emote whilst hooked onto the back of a car, leaving us with a final mission to get the victory royale. But the ultimate winner is deciding who got the most amount of kills between us both. As we clutched up and got the win, we took a look at our kills to find Nick had won, and this is what I had to tweet. Welcome everyone to the Chapter 5 Season 2 Battle Pass. Page 1. Oh, that is a hard rap. We're only on page 1. What? Little animated backbling. The Cerberus skin himself. Different variation for the backbling as well. That is such a hard glider. That is so cool. An alternate version, gold and blue. Woo! On skin 2, the Aphrodite skin herself. Very clean. This is really, really cool. What about his next skin? Ooh. Next, Poseidon. That's a hard pick. Poseidon, slurp, god of the sea. I'm loving this purple version now. Medusa. That's pretty cool. What about the emo? No! It's going to Zeus, warrior king of the gods. Hades, Shadow Smoke, Hayden Key, Hades himself. Bam! Oh my god, the glider. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Oh, wait, Dark Transformation? Whoa! The secret skin for this season is Korra, the Legend of Avatar. How insane is that? I think Epic Games hates me because they left me out of the recent Fortnite live event after adding a special helicopter featuring only Fortnite icon skins to help take down the Dark Presence bots. And you can clearly see there's icons like Nick, Lachlan, Loserfruit, Laserbeam, Ninja, and everyone else. But as I look closer, I was nowhere to be seen. So I decided to message Epic myself and ask them what was going on, but they told me not to worry. As not only have they brought my icon skin back to the item shop, which you should pick up using code ALIA, but they told me to look a little closer, and you can see my icon. The very first Winterfest gift is now available, so don't miss out. This is how you get it. You simply need to boot up Fortnite, then head on over to the shop tab. Once there, check in the bottom right corner that you've entered code ALIA, then bring up the Epic Games launcher and search for the Holly Paw wrap. Then click the claim button and log back in to get this unlocked. Which skin is more popular, Kyra or Agent Jones? We all know that pro players love Kyra. Do I think it's more? Yes, it is. Now, Spider-Gwen is also really popular. I think that skin would be used more. No, it's not. What about Halsey? Is she more popular than Kyra? This is a very new skin. I'm gonna say no. Oh, she is. Fishstick surely has to win this battle. Everyone loves this guy. Yes, he's used more. But is Ruby more popular than fish sticks? I don't think many skins can beat fish sticks, and I would be right. Midas, everyone loves this guy. He's had so many skin variations. He's got to be more popular, and of course he is. Ooh, Spider-Man or Midas? Spider-Gwen wasn't as popular as I thought. I think Spider-Man may win this one. Oh, it's so close. But who do you think's more popular? If you think Travis Scott has been used more times, then let me know by hitting the like button. Or if you think Spider-Man has been news more, click that subscribe button. Let's see which skin is more popular. It's Travis. Oh, I'm about to show you a color that doesn't exist. This could be your only chance to ever see it. For this to work, just double tap on that X above me and get ready to stare at that X for the next 20 seconds. Let's go. For the best results, try not to blink, as once the time is up, you'll be seeing a color called super yellow. It's not a color you can normally see, but by staring at the blue for the right amount of time, it will allow your eyes to see the super yellow color. It'll appear brighter and stronger than any yellow you've seen before. We're almost there now. 3, 2, 1. There you go. Can you see it? This is our first look at Winterfest 2025, and the free skin is amazing. The biggest collab being Harry Potter, with our favorite characters arriving as skins, wands available as pickaxes, and all of their pets available as sidekicks. Then there's South Park, whose characters are being adapted to fit into mech suits like we recently had with both Bart and Lisa, and I think they look cool. But what about the free skin? To see what Epic will be giving us this year, just go to your item shop and make sure code Allier is entered, as we're getting Winter Miku. These are the worst skins in Fortnite, starting with Cypress Nell, a skin you rarely spot in game, not helped by the fact that it hasn't been in the item shop for over 1,000 days. Hail, one of the newest skins in Fortnite, but they released it without a backbling. Flytrap is one of the ugliest skins in the game, and is actually the least used legendary skin in Fortnite. The giant chicken from Family Guy makes you the biggest target on the map, and you can't see much whilst using it. Koi Brawler Zero, used in less than 1% of all Fortnite matches. I honestly forgot this skin even existed. The Colorado skins are Fortnite's least popular collab, and they've not returned to the item shop in almost 3 years. Trench Trawler is a literal living lighthouse with a giant head, and I don't think I've ever seen anyone use this. Iron Man Zero was a skin that everyone was excited for until they realized how bulky and obstructive the armor was. Bone Wasp is an old skin that a lot of players won't remember, and he's pretty ugly. Sterling is a literal knockoff Eminem lookalike skin released all the way back in Season 8 to reveal the worst skin in Fortnite. Simply double tap the screen, as I think it has to be the Devourer. Epic is giving out this Harry Potter Winterfest gift, and this is how you can get it. Start by going to your item shop and make sure you've entered code Allier. Then head on over to the Epic Games store and search for Hogwarts Legacy, which Epic is currently giving out. Download the game, and then you need to play it for at least 2 hours before December the 18th. And then the next time you log into Fortnite, you'll unlock this backbook. This copy of Fortnite is the most expensive in the world, and you won't believe how much it costs. Because since the beginning of Battle Royale, the game has always been free to download, but before then, in 2017, you could actually buy physical copies of the Fortnite game in a store. What people didn't know at the time is that these copies would become really rare, and this specific game got sent off to be graded to see how perfect the condition was, and it came back as an A++. The best rating you can get, and it recently sold for 42,000. You can control this video, and it's kind of scary. Recently, weird things have been happening, like my lights turning off and on, and even things disappearing from my room. Apparently, this happens every time one of you double taps on this microphone. Give it a go now. See? The lights just went off and on again. But things can get even crazier. I'm not even sure if I want to tell you how, but let's give it a go. Okay, once this timer gets to 0, I want you all to tap this microphone as fast as you can. Are you ready? Go! Look, everything is going absolutely loopy. I told you. This random guy went missing after Epic stole his drawing, as his name is Mimico. And one day, he decides to draw one of his favorite companions, straight out of a K-pop Demon Hunter film. But a few days later, Epic added his exact drawing into the game without giving him any credit at all. And it got so bad that lawyers had to start getting involved. And that's when Epic decided to put out a public message where they explained that they would be reaching out to the original artist, but since then we've heard nothing more, and the artist seems to have disappeared. Which Fortnite skin has the most edit styles? Starting with my own Allier skin, has 16 styles, the most of any icon. And then there's the Kickoff skins, which is a total of 23 styles, one for each of the football teams. Corrupted Legends technically has 101 styles, since you can change the level of corruption all the way up to 100%. The Gold Bound set are the OG sweat skins with a total of 3,200 combinations. But the original NFL skins go even further with 3,700 possible styles. But it's nowhere near as much as the Gridiron Gang, which have a total of 12,600 style combinations. And Chimera from Chapter 2 has over 5.7 million styles of players that managed to unlock everything. But it's still not as many as Gear Specialist Maya skin, who features 9.2 million styles to choose from, but after the season ended, you could never customize it again. To reveal which skin has the most edit styles out of every single Fortnite skin, simply double tap the screen. With a total of over 48 billion combination, it's the Boundless set.
Sing with now, sing for the year, sing for the laugh and sing for the tear. Sing with now, just for today, maybe tomorrow, good love and take it away. Sing with now.
What faces lie behind these Fortnite masks? Starting with Meowdus, who was actually Midas all along. Chaos Director reveals herself to be Toxin underneath, which we actually already knew. What about Chaos Agent, who's actually Ninja? Undercover Sky's mask comes off, and underneath apparently is no head at all. It turns out a TNT in his hair is actually just a wig. The new 8-Ball skin, who if you remove the mask reveals Snoop Dogg? But then who's 1-Ball? To remove the mask and find out, just double tap on the screen as we take it off and reveal John Cena. Did you know Ninja predicted the future of Fortnite? Back in 2018 at the gaming event E3, myself and Ninja duoed up for the very first time and something crazy happened. This was a time when only 3 llamas would spawn on the map, they wouldn't move, and it was super hard to find. And as we were playing, we found our first llama.
Yo, you find one?
What's up, dude? Boom.
And the luck continued as we found our second llama.
Yo, there's another llama.
What, dude?
Yeah.
Double llama?
But it was at this moment that Ninja predicted something that wouldn't come to Fortnite for another 3 years. To find out what it is, just double tap on that llama above me and have a listen.
Yo, how sick would it be is if the llamas could move? Like, what if they
That
made
would
them,
be cool.
like just
Yeah,
like
yeah,
roaming,
yeah.
like nibbling on the ground?
I like that.
I'm about to buy my 2,000 skin in Fortnite and you'll never guess what it is, as I'm lucky enough to own some of the rarest skins in game, like the OG Gold Trooper, Travis Scott, maxed out Omega skin, $500 Eon Xbox skin, $1,000 Galaxy skin, and so much more. But the 2,000 skin I'm about to buy has actually only been in the item shop 4 times, and I'm finally gonna get her in my locker. Before I reveal the skin, help me pay back all the money I spent buying skins by simply entering code ALIA in the shop, as my 2,000 skin is Oleander. Opening every day in my Fortnite advent calendar to unlock a cosmetic not seen for 1,000 days. Day 1 started with the Yule Trooper, but next few days had a pickaxe, heavy shotgun, and even a rift to go. The OG weapons kept on coming, and even more festive cosmetics. With the day 9 skateboard being really cool, I kept on opening, finding a campfire to keep me warm, getting even more weapons and cosmetics that the OGs out there will instantly recognize, and getting multiple gingies as I got closer to that final day, day 24. In here is a code for a 1,000-day-old cosmetic. To see what it is and claim it for yourself, just go to your Fortnite shop and make sure code ALIA is entered as a Christmas gift to me, as inside was a code for the Frosty Vision wrap. Supply llamas can't be found anywhere on the Fortnite island right now, so I'm going to bring them back by building my own, as I've got a very important mission for this supply llama, as I'm going to hide a very special gift inside it for a very special person. The set comes with really cool Fortnite items like shield, a grappler, and more. Building this set was so much fun, as I moved on to a supply llama storage compartment where my special gift will go, and the set was really starting to take shape. You can pick up the LEGO Fortnite supply llama in-store or at lego.com as the perfect gift this Christmas. But who's the special person I keep on talking about? Well, make sure you subscribe to see their reaction, as this is the final build, and I'm going to put in a special gift for my wife. I managed to leave the Fortnite island, but what did I find? For this glitch to work, it only requires 2 steps. First, double tap on the battle bus right now, and then I needed to take my Ethernet cord and pull it out whilst I was on the battle bus. And as you can see, it worked. I escaped the Fortnite island, but what would I find? As I got further and further away, I spotted another island in the distance. The Fortnite island behind me was getting smaller and smaller the further away I got, and this new island was getting closer and closer. But I got so far away, I ended up inside the storm and I could barely see anything. And just as I thought I'd reached a new island, No! These are Fortnite's worst updates, starting with the Infinity Blade, a mythic sword that arrived in Season 7 and gave everyone who picked it up abilities that turned them into the most powerful player in the match, forcing Epic to delete it and apologize only 3 days later. But a few months earlier than that, Fortnite added in the compact SMG, a weapon that was so overpowered it actually dealt more damage than Thanos' mythic Infinity Gauntlet, resulting in the gun being nerfed just 1 day later. Just like the mounted turret. Introduced back in Chapter 1 Season 6, this trap had 6,000 health and could destroy anything in seconds, quickly earning itself a spot in the vault, never to be seen again, along with a recycler. One of the worst weapons we've ever had, which wasn't used by anybody, unlike building itself. Something all players do and love. When Fortnite decided to make it slower in an update during Chapter 1, completely breaking the ability to make 90s and making build fights awkward and impossible, they had to revert the change just 38 hours later. But something Epic didn't revert was the update to remove Siphon, deleting health upon eliminations, completely changing how everyone played, and despite years of asking, Epic still haven't brought it back. But that wasn't as bad as Fortnite's worst update ever, hated by everyone when it added in the brutes. Apparently, these 5 steps will make you yawn. Start off by biting your lip once. Nice and easy. Then go ahead and scratch your head. Also easy. Now, pay attention as you need to blink exactly 12 times. Count along with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Now, to make sure you're still following along, simply hit that like button before we reveal the final step, as all you need to do now is shake your head and... Can you keep your eyes on this mythic snowman and see where it ends up? Okay. Starting nice and slow. We got this. I love the Christmas lights. The presents. I love Christmas. But I cannot stop staring at the screen and it must not blink because things are getting a lot faster than I expected. And oh my goodness, what? Okay, lock in your answer by clicking the like button. To reveal the answer, make sure code Ali is in your item shop this Christmas. So we're about to take a look, and did you get it? Don't miss out on his Christmas Day skin, as this is how you get it. Just head to the item shop and enter code AliA. Then go into the Winterfest cabin and make sure you've opened up 7 different presents, and then click on this green and silver present right here. And if you followed all of the steps, you'll be able to open it. Have an amazing Christmas day and enjoy your new skin. I broke into Midas's secret unbreakable vault and found something crazy inside, as the main door was completely sealed shut, so I had to figure out a way to gain access. First, by trying every version of the Midas skin, but this didn't work, so instead I attempted to break it by dive bombing with the new Wings of Icarus, and that nearly worked, even cracking the door, but it wasn't quite powerful enough, so I had to think outside the box, heading to the train station near Lavish Layer to collect a key card, taking it halfway across the island back to Midas's yacht to try it at the vault, and it almost let me in, actually pointing at the vault itself, but the door couldn't be opened that easily. I even took down all the mythic bosses, collected all the medallions, and placed it in front of the vault door to try and open it up, but that didn't work either. So this called for one final giant attempt. As I built myself a bridge leading straight to the yacht, I drove a car all the way to the door of the vault, and with a little bit of help from my teammate, I was able to glitch through the vault wall, becoming the first person inside of Midas's new vault, revealing tons of loot and his biggest secret, a picture of the new agency. Did you know Fortnite like to troll streamers? Like in 2018 when Ninja tweeted,
I would buy a toilet plunger as a pickaxe.
and 8 days later, Epic added the plunger to the item shop. And back in the day, Tifu swore to never buy a skin again, but said on stream,
Listen, Epic Games, I will literally support skins if you guys just remove all the birds from the game, right?
and then 2 months later, they vaulted the bursts. Did you know Tim the Tatman got trolled by Epic in the Chapter 3 Season 2 trailer when his tomato head skin could be seen falling to his death in the background? Epic's biggest troll was when Ninja really wanted his own skin, but instead Epic added a skin to the game that closely resembled another huge streamer. But who was it? Double tap the screen to find out, as Ninja was fuming to see the Summit G skin. Which is better,
Dragon Cannelloni.
in Fortnite or in Roblox? Well, they both look pretty cool, but I actually prefer the cleaner look in the Fortnite version. But what about
Spaghetti toaletti.
Fortnite one is literal toilet water? That's just too gross for me, I'm afraid. And next up is And I think the numbers in the Fortnite version are actually cleaner. And,
Job Sahur.
it's a tough one. They both look similar, but the effects on the Roblox one just win it for me. Now it's time for you to decide, because if you prefer
La grande combinazione.
in Fortnite, simply click that like button, or if you prefer it in Roblox, then make sure to hit that follow button. I've hidden a secret gift for my wife in my Lego Fortnite supply llama set, as I've been secretly building this supply llama without my wife knowing, ready to hide my secret gift inside. As I thought long and hard about what I could give her, I had a brainwave and decided on something I knew anyone would be excited to receive. So, as I started to get my gift ready, don't forget that you can pick up the Lego Fortnite supply llama set in store or at lego.com as a perfect gift this Christmas. As finally, it was ready to give to my wife and see what she thought. Hey, I've got a secret present inside here for you.
6, 7?
It's been 5 years since this cheater played in the Fortnite World Cup, and Epic Games had to punish them, as this all happened back in 2019, when the pro player, Letwick, qualified for the World Cup finals, where he'd have a chance to win $3 million. And at first, everything was going well, with him managing to work his way up to 59th on the leaderboard, thanks to some eliminations in early rounds, securing himself at least $50,000 in prize money. Letwick had just one more match to go, with this being his last chance to get even more points, place higher, and get even more money, but he made a big mistake. Epic believed he'd been looking up at the giant audience screens in the arena during matches, and they thought that he'd been using them to see where other players were in the game as he was playing. So Epic pulled Letwick out of his final game, removing the chance of him earning any money, as this is technically cheating. But fans were not happy, as they said he wasn't looking up at the screen in the audience, but instead just turning to his duo, who was not happy about this. But unfortunately for Letwick, nothing changed. But there was some good news for him, as Epic Games actually let him keep the $50,000 he earned. Have you ever seen anyone win a game of Fortnite using these? As I'm playing Fortnite on the Switch 2 using the brand new mouse mode. It feels so smooth and makes locking onto enemies super easy. Plus, the Switch 2 plays Fortnite in 60 FPS, and you can literally play anywhere, like here in my office, in my living room, in my bedroom, or even outside. Before I knew it, I'd gotten down to the final few players. I was so close to that victory royale, and as a controller player, the mouse mode controls were super easy to pick up, and I was feeling confident, but can I get the win? Let's go! Did you know Fortnite have killed these skins? Bendy bumped into Loki on the battle bus and accidentally sat on his scepter, which deflated him instantly. Fishstick is one of the saddest deaths because he was eliminated by Deathstroke outside of a loop, meaning he can never respawn and return. Bushranger mysteriously disappeared from the island one day and couldn't be found anywhere until his usual NPC location was replaced by a grave. Healy has actually been killed a total of 6 times in Fortnite, like a boulder from Indiana Jones's temple, Darth Vader's lightsaber, Ryu's Hadouken, Mandalorian's Carbonite, and even eaten by Bunker Jonesy. Midas tried to break the loop and ended up flooding the map, so the Imagined Order sent a shark after him who literally ate him. Hugo, an undercover agent working for the IO, was attacked by an imposter and got rifted away. The Devourer, who was taken down by the Mecha Team leader in the final Showdown Live event, where the battle ended with a giant sword going straight through its head. And a character with the worst death in Fortnite, who ended up getting scattered across thousands of realities, it's Eternal Voyager. This image has tricked your eyes. You may think that you're just looking at a grey image, but it's actually filled with vibrant colours. For this illusion to work, simply double tap on the screen and then stare at that green dot in the middle of the image for the next 20 seconds. Here we go. Whatever you do, keep on looking at that dot and try not to blink. Keep your phone or screen at a constant distance away from your eyes. If your eyes look away, the colour will be lost and the illusion won't work. That grey picture we saw at the beginning of the video will be turned to vibrant colours. But you must keep on staring at that green dot once the video loops for this to work. There's just a few seconds left, so let me know in the comments if... Wait, what is this? There's a giant Playboy Carti on the island, and he's got his own mythic. Give it a go. Oh my god, look at my health. It gives you Siphon. And he's not getting one, but 2 new skins. You can see them early on screen here. Lots of styles. Make sure you're using code ALIA and you pick him up. Fortnite need to add these skins to the game, like SpongeBob. With his giant bubble suit, Gary the Snail back bling, and even Lego style. Minecraft Steve, controlling a robot suit made of blocks, accompanied by the incredible diamond pickaxe. Stewie from Family Guy, also controlling a robot suit, just like Mecha Morty. We need him in game. Nick A30. We don't know who the next icon skin will be, but it's safe to say if anyone deserves it, Nick definitely does. Brew from Despicable Me with his own airship glider, and we can't miss the fact that the minions are available as his backbling. Pikachu in Fortnite as a costume onesie with the clever idea of using the Pokeball as the pickaxe. I love this. Squid Game with skins for all the big characters, including the red light doll. This would be so popular. Sonic the Hedgehog, who looks like he'd be a perfect fit in Fortnite with his massively long legs. And Glamrock Freddy, featuring a special built-in emote that looks incredible, and even a kid inside that's controlling him. This is Ship, and he has the most wins in Fortnite with over 48,000 to his name. And the way he pulls off so many wins is crazy, as he's been playing Fortnite since the very beginning. But he didn't always hold the world record number of wins, as he originally raced to be the first player to reach 100,000 eliminations, alongside Ninja and High Distortion, who all wanted to reach it before anyone else. But unfortunately, Ship just missed out. But he stayed grinding and started focusing on wins, getting not 10, not 20, but over 30 wins a day, grinding out Fortnite over 12-hour-long sessions and finding the best way to get the most wins possible, as he started climbing the leaderboard and winning more than anyone else in the world. With a win ratio of over 63%, he also ended up becoming the player with the most amount of eliminations in the world of over 550,000. And after a lot of grinding, he now sits at the #1 spot for the most wins in the world, with more than 20,000 over the person in second, which makes my 786 wins look really bad. But how many wins do you have? If I say your main Fortnite skin, you're out. Level impossible. My first guess is Aura. If that's your main Fortnite skin, you can leave. And we're going to see you later if you use Beef Boss. And number 3, if you use Bright Bomber, better luck next time. I'm now picking Spider-Man. You're all out. Not even his web slingers can save you. And number 5, I'm going to say Peabody. Next up, it's Guild. This is a skin I used to main before I got an icon skin. I'm now going with Ruby. If that's your skin, bye-bye. Number 8 is Ang. I'll wipe your tears away for you. Okay, so Scully is number 9, but before I reveal the final skin, I need to know that you're still in by clicking both the like and subscribe button at the exact same time. Only people on really good phones can actually pull it off. And the final skin is the hardest one yet, because I'm going to be really evil and say every icon skin. Who's the most evil villain in Fortnite? Chaos Agent is one of the original Fortnite villains, who's a mad scientist that tries to take over the island with a mysterious goo. Doom is of course more evil. After killing loads of heroes like Doctor Strange and the Fantastic Four, he attempted to wipe out the Fortnite universe to create the perfect world. Kato Thorn is even more dangerous though, as he actually had the ability to travel through time, stealing weapons and artifacts, and had a sinister plan that luckily we managed to stop. But Lyra, who was the leader of the society, stole Peely to get Jonesy's attention to use his information to open up the Pandora's box, which led to even more villains coming to the island. Like Zeus, who once arrived on the island in Chapter 5, decided he wanted to kill literally every single mortal. And Dr. Sloan, the leader of the Imagined Order, who kidnapped people to put them in the Fortnite loop and even left us to die on the alien mothership. Cube Queen is one of the most evil though, who tried to destroy Fortnite's entire reality, but luckily failed. But the Herald got a little bit closer to destroying us all after killing most of the 7, using Chrome, and even blasting the island into pieces. But there's one character more evil than them all, who's trapped characters in the Fortnite loop for thousands and thousands of years. To reveal who it is, simply double tap the screen, as it's none other than Geno. This supply drop got the rarest Fortnite kill ever, as the player Phoenix Plays took on an insanely hard challenge of trying to hit Unreal in the OG mode, but had no idea that a supply drop was going to ruin his day. As he'd landed, he was having a great game, managing to eliminate over 10 different players, and just as he thought he was going to get a win, he spotted that supply drop up in the air, and as any of us would do, he ran straight over to it, but what he didn't account for was the rift in front of him, which sent him straight up in the air, perfectly aligning on top of the supply drop, making him fall to his death. These 6 facts could save your life. If you have no access to power in an emergency, keep your phone facing downwards to save battery. This will stop your phone from lighting up when it receives notifications. If you're in a foreign country but need to call for help and don't know the emergency number, call 112. It will automatically connect you to the nearest helpline. The more colorful and vivid an animal is, the more dangerous and poisonous it is. So walk away and definitely don't eat it. If you find yourself in a falling elevator, the best way to survive is to actually lie flat on your back. If a power line falls near you, do not walk or run. Instead, shuffle or bunny hop to safety. This will make it so the electricity can't run up one leg and down the other. This is when Fortnite trolled Ninja, and he was not happy. As before Ninja got his icon, skins were very basic, and there were no collaborations in the game. But that all changed when Fortnite added this skin that looked weirdly similar to a very big streamer. There was a giant letter G on the jacket, and Summit was in the skin's name. It even used the streamer's main colors, lining up perfectly with Summit G. This was a big surprise, as Ninja had been asking Fortnite for his own skin for years, and since Ninja didn't have his own skin in the game yet, it's safe to say that when he saw it, he was not happy.
It looks like a G on his chest, right?
If you see this basketball hoop, run, because it holds a dark secret that got Laserbeam banned. As usually, players only get banned for serious things, like cheating. We all know Laserbeam wouldn't do that, and the way he got banned was really unusual, as he was playing in a private match, having fun with friends, messing around with the golf ball emote, trying to get it into the hoop. It was a bit of silly fun until it wasn't, as he swung back with his golf emote and this happened. Master Chief is back in the item shop tonight, having not been seen for almost 1,000 days. But did you know he's got a secret style? And I'll show you how to get it. We're also getting a new Cyberpunk collaboration tonight, which will include multiple new skins, cosmetics, and even a car. Leaks have also found that high heels are soon to be released as kicks. We got our first look at Samurai Darth Vader, who looks amazing. And Travis Scott's Sicko Mode could be coming to the game as a song, which could also mean Travis returns as well. Now, if you want that exclusive Master Chief blacked out style, just double tap the screen. Be sure to enter code ALIA in the item shop for when he returns tonight, as you'll need to play a game of Fortnite on either the Xbox Series S or X. Can you keep your eye on this ball until the end? They have ranked this as difficulty extreme, and only 1% of people have managed to track the ball until the end. But I believe we can do this. I'm concentrating as hard as I can on, speeding up a little bit and trying not to blink. I'd recommend not blinking for the best chances of winning. And oh my gosh, it is getting faster and faster. No wonder they called this extreme. My eyes are starting to hurt, but we are almost there now. We are getting closer and closer. Keep on focusing. You can do this. Okay. To lock in your answer, just double tap where you think the ball has ended up. Let's see where it is. Did you get it? This 8-year-old created his very own Fortnite skin, and Epic decided to just take it for themselves, as his name was Connor, and he'd spend his spare time drawing Fortnite skin concepts, but one day decided to beg his dad to please post his favorite skin concept onto Reddit. And his dad posted it, but didn't think much of it until that post went super viral, with loads of people drawing their own versions of this skin. But what no one had realized is that Epic had seen this post go viral, and something special was about to happen. Because when Connor went to the Fortnite item shop, this is what he saw.
Is that yours?
Yes.
What's the most pay-to-win thing in Fortnite? We've had the toy soldier skins, which were identical color to grass and trees, making them super hard to see, so much so that Epic had to change the skin. And then we had infinite sprint. For anyone who owns Save the World and equipped the Ninja Hero, when you logged back into BR, you'd have unlimited stamina. But that's not as pay-to-win as the Dragon Rune Lance glitch, which when equipped made your footsteps completely silent. And things get even crazier. By using the Mystique shape-shifting ability after eliminating a male outfit, then becoming a chrome blob, you'd become completely invisible for the rest of the game. What could be more pay to win than that? To find out, simply double tap the screen above me, as the most pay to win thing ever in Fortnite was the Star 1 pickaxe, which accidentally dealt 56 damage. Does this Fortnite skin's arm make him pay to lose? Because if you put him behind another skin, he sticks out way more. We have seen strong skins before, like Buff Peter Griffin, but even he does not look this huge in game. Skip's arms stand out from a mile away, so does his super strong body actually give him a disadvantage. So as I lined up my weapon to get an answer, I quickly checked the item shop to make sure code Allier was in there. Then I was ready to go, and this is what happened. Hello, Bigfoot. See you later, buddy. You can, of course, turn into Bigfoot himself. We also get the Reflex Bigfoot SMG. What? Woo! It's time to test out this mythic. Look, I can see those footsteps all the way over there. Okay. Oh my god. Bro, this thing has no recoil. Like, what? It's like a laser beam.
তবে তিনটে সেকেন্ড ইয়ারে পড়ি
সেকেন্ড ইয়ারে এখন ক্লাস 9 এর পোলাবেনও প্রেম করে মামা মায়া তো অস্থির
এক্সকিউজ মি আপু এক্সকিউজ মি আপনার নামটা যদি বলতেন একটু
শুনেন বেন সাহেব আমার বন্ধু জিসান ঠিক আছে আপনার বান্ধবীরে শুনুন মারি নাই তো শাসন করছি ভালো লাগে না একটু মারতেই পারি তাহলে কিন্তু খুব খারাপ হয়ে যাবে তুই রাবিলের সুন্দর একটা রিক্সা ডাক ভাবি ঠিক আমার বন্ধু জিসান দেখতে প্লিজ ভাবি আপনি একটু নেন প্লিজ ভাবি দেখেন ভাবি ফোন তো ধরে না আবার কল দে এই এই দুলাভাই সামনে থাকলে যে সালাম দিতে হয় আপনি শিখাই নাই তোরা
যে কোচিং এর সামনে যে গুন্ডাটা দাঁড়িয়ে থাকে আমার তো মনে হয় পড়াশোনা সব বন্ধ করে দিবে
আমি তোর প্রেমের গল্প সাকসেসফুল আমার কথা বিশ্বাস কর
আর আমি শুধু একটু প্রেম ভালোবাসা চাই আমি শুধু ওরেই চাই বাবা আমি শুধু ওরে পাইলে হবে
ওকে আমি আপনাকে ভালোবাসি আচ্ছা আপনার কাছে একটা প্রশ্ন অবাক হলেন বছর খানেক আগে পারিবারিক ভাবে আমি আমার বন্ধু
বল 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 চুপ হয়ে গেলি কেন বল কি ক্রিকেট খেলো খেলবি খেলবি আমার সাথে
এখন বলো আমরা অঙ্ক ক্লাস করব গতকালকে আমরা কি শিখছিলাম
বলে দেই আসলে এক ভদ্রলোকের কাছে একটা কাজ করে দিব বলে কিছু টাকা নিয়েছিলাম
তোমাকে তোমাকে কি করব
আস্তে কথা বলেন মানুষজন দেখতেছে আপনার সম্মান
নিতে পারি জিনিসটা মাথায় বসে গেছে আসলে বিশ্বাস হচ্ছে না
ভয় লাগছে আমার
তুমি
ছাড়েন ওকে কে বললাম তো আমার বন্ধু ছাড়েন
কালকে সারা রাত তোমার আমি কল দিচ্ছি
সারা রাত তাহলে আপনি শুনুন আপনার ভালোবাসার মানুষের অতীত বর্তমান। পাগল কোন একদম ঠিক হয় ওনার ব্যথা লাগে নাই?
ব্যথা তো বেশি তুই
তুহিনের ব্যথা লাগছে মানে?
বন্ধু তুই চিন্তা করিস না রে, ভাবির মন ঠিকই গলে যাবে। ভাবির মন তো গলবে কিন্তু আরে না 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 সম্ভব না। গাড়ি ঘুরা তো।
হঠাৎ আমার বাসার নিচে কোনো জরুরি দরকার?
তুমি কি আজকে কোচিং এ যাও নাই? সুন্দর মতো যাবি, ভাবির নামটা জিজ্ঞাসি। আর শোন, ভালো মতো কথা কবে, ভাবি লাগে। খালি থাপড় আর চাপাবাজি, এই বাদে আর কিছু পারছস?
বুকিং?
বুকিং মানে বুকিং, তুমি আমার আমি তোমার, বুকিং দিয়ে দিছি ফাইনাল।
আমাকে বুকিং দিছে মানে আমাকে কে বুকিং দিছে দোস্ত?
তোর যে আশিক আছে না, এখন তো আমার পিছনে লাগছে।
আমার তো অনেক ভয় লাগতেছে দোস্ত। এই যে আস্তে আস্তে সব মানুষ জানবে, তারপর আমার ফ্যামিলিকেও জানাই দিবে। আর আমার
এন্ড বেস্ট অফ লাক ফর ডক্টরশিপ। আমি দোয়া করি তুমি যেন একজন ভালো ডক্টর হও।
আমার কাছে জিনের বাচ্চার নাম্বার আছে। জিনের বাচ্চা।
করতে চাস নাকি ইটিস পিটিস করতে চাস? বদতমিজ। হ্যালো বন্ধু, আমার রোদে দিছস? এই তো দিছি তো, ঠিক মতো রোদে দিছস?
কি শুনতে চান? আমি আপনাকে ভালোবাসি?